I have said it for over a decade that global warming is a myth, and we're still coming out of the Ice Age. Glaciers are they were born out of the Ice Age, and until all the glaciers are removed, we're still coming out of the Ice Age. And the main fact is that humans have not been calculating, been reporting the data from the weather for a long enough period of time to actually determine whether or not we are having climate change. In the past decade, Antarctica has had some of the largest ice accumulation. Not to mention, it's been almost 2 decades since the last rise in temperature. Okay, so what does all this mean? People are using fear in order to institute carbon taxes. We're just trying to institute a new form of tax and to put sanctions on to all these other places and this, that, and the other. The fact is, there's no such thing as global warming. And, oh no, North Pole's going to melt and all of a sudden the New York City is going to be underwater. What we know about science is that if, well, let's just say we suspend ice in a glass of water, that ice, the volume of that ice is already displaced in that cup, and so once the ice melts, the water will actually decrease a little bit in level, because ice becomes less dense than water. That's what's so crazy about water, is because if ice was more dense, then ponds would freeze from the bottom, and then all aquatic life would die. And so that's what's so great about water. So what we need to understand is that the only way that sea levels are going to rise is by the ice that is landlocked. And most of that ice is in Antarctica. And yeah, if Antarctica melted, then yeah, there probably would be some higher levels in sea levels. But they've had some of the largest ice accumulation in, like I said, almost 2 decades. So what I want people to do is to remove this global warming bug out of their butt and just pretend that the world is a happy-go-lucky place. And when Mount St. Helens erupts, that's gonna do more harm to the atmosphere than the last 100 years of the Industrial Revolution. We need to get our priorities straight. Global warming is a myth. I've been on this since in my high school days. I'm 31 now. I've never believed in global warming. And it's only because of the glaciers. Glaciers are remnants of the Ice Age. And the fact is that we've had many ice ages in the last century. And so we should be more worried about global cooling than in global warming. Okay? Thank you, everybody.